Alright, hello everybody. It's going to be a short video. I'm going to basically show you how to make peanut butter fudge. And basically within 6 minutes, minus not counting the 2 to 3 hours cooling time, but this is going to blow your mind for people that's never seen this and don't know this. All you're going to need is whatever you're going to store the fudge in, a bowl to mix it, a small 16-ounce or 1 pound jar of peanut butter, and 1 16-ounce or 1 pound of, you got it, frosting. You can use vanilla, cream cheese, depending on how thick and rich you want it. Cream cheese will make it richer. And a little bit of butter. Not margarine, because if you're using margarine, you got a hole in your head. But not, you want real butter. And all you're going to do with the butter is kind of just paste it on here. And that's basically to keep the candy from sticking to the glass so bad. Now you want a bowl, a metal or glass to mix it. I mean, you can use plastic if you want, but that's another story. I don't use plastic. Only thing I use plastic for is storage, cold storage only. But you shouldn't be heating anything up in plastic, but that's a different story. Anyway, and what you're going to need to do is when you open the peanut butter and the frosting, you want to make sure you peel these completely off. Don't leave a trace of that foil on any of the jars. Yeah, let me open this up. This is what you want it to look like. You want these edges completely clean. Same thing with the frosting. You want it completely clean. Just like that. You know, when you peel it, it should just look like that. The whole thing come off. Just take your time, do it slow. It'll all come off. Don't rip it. So what you want to do is put the lid loosely on that one and loosely on that one. You don't want, you just basically want it sitting there. And that's just to keep it from splattering. And then what you want to do, you're going to go to your microwave. You're going to take both of these, set them in the microwave. Best way to do this actually is to do them individually at 2 minutes apart. That's to get your best results. But I've been playing with this enough. I know my microwave here, so I'll basically put it on 4.5 and just let it go. And then while that's doing that, I'll come over here and take my butter. You can use the butter that's mixed with vegetable oil and all that. I just mainly don't want people to stay away from margarine. That shit, if you knew how that shit was made and what it was originally formulated for, you would not be using it. They were going to make cow feed out of margarine. It was a feed substitute, and it was killing the cows. And then they found out human body has more tolerance for it. So guess what? They put enough butter to turn it yellow and flavor it, and sold it to you for cheap. So they didn't want to flush $1 million of research down the drain. But anyway, that's all you want to do with that. You just want to butter it up so the candy don't stick. And the bowl here is just so you can mix it. And as soon as it gets done, we got about 3 minutes left. I'll come right back and show you what to do. Alright, and it's done. Now you want to have a glove when you're getting this out, because this shit's going to be hot. Don't try to get it out without a glove. And basically, you're just going to move the lid off of it. Try to grab it as best you can. It's hard to grab with these kind of gloves. I should have got my other one. Hang on. Pain in the ass to grab it with that. Alright. Grab it. And you're just going to pour it into the bowl. Just like so. And you can scrape it out if you want. I never do. It's always enough. Let me grab this. Move the lid off of that. Grab this. That shit's hot. Alright, now pour that in there too. Just like so. Alright. And you just want to stir it up. Get it well good and mixed. I know a lot of people say, well, I don't like peanut butter. Well, let me tell you. You don't have to do peanut butter. This same thing. You get a jar of icing and you buy your favorite chocolate, whatever it is you like, melt it down, best that you know how. Usually in a glass bowl in a microwave works the best. You can buy Hershey Kisses. You can buy Hershey chocolate bars, melt them down. Add the icing to it too. You just want to mix it real good and then pour it into there. Alright, back to where it's at. Funny how when you go to do something or record something, everybody wants to call or come by. Anyway, like I said, just empty both of those jars after you heat them up into this and just mix it real good. You just basically want it to look like creamy peanut butter. Then you just take it and pour it into there. Alright, and after you pour it from there into there, you just want to kind of spool it out, spoon it out, and get it kind of even. I'll leave whatever design you want on top. You want it perfectly smooth. You go right ahead and work at it, but I get it close. And then let it sit and cool. I usually let it sit for about 2 hours out here and an hour in the fridge. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, even if you don't like peanut butter, you can take Hershey candy bars or go in the baker aisle and get the milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever you like. Melt that down in the microwave, just like I did the peanut butter and the icing. And then you either get vanilla icing, and if you like it real rich and creamy, you get the Philadelphia cheese icing. And you put that in the microwave for 2 minutes. Like I said, each jar is 16 ounce, 1 pound. And you can double it, triple it up. But like I said, it's 2 minutes per container, or a minute and a half, depending on your microwave. You got to make that adjustment yourself. But heat them up, pour them into a glass bowl or a metal bowl. I just don't suggest plastic, but hey, if you want to use plastic, it's all up to you. Glass is a lot easier to clean this off with hot water than plastic, trust me. But like I said, you heat them up individually, you mix them in a bowl, mix them till it's a smooth consistency, pour it into here, let it cool 2 hours on the counter and an hour in the fridge, and then make your slices, you're done. And if you're those that like it real flaky, you can do this. I don't, because I don't like it that flaky. But if you like the old fudge, it's kind of crumbly and flaky, you can add to half a cup to a cup of confectionate sugar into the mix. And it'll help dry it up and give it that crumbly, crumble look to it when you're breaking it or cutting it. It makes a little drier candy. But I like it like this without the powdered sugar, because it's just as flaky and crumbly, but it's not dry. It's actually moist, But, a lot of people ask me, how in the hell does that work, man? I said, well, you got to think about it. What is icing? Melted sugar. The job's already been done for you. You have sugar in the peanut butter. So you're heating up, melting that sugar and mixing with already melted sugar with flavoring in it, which this is just vanilla, or you can do the cream cheese. But even though you do, say you don't like the peanut butter and you do the chocolate or white chocolate, whatever it is, you can use flavored cream. Like if you want if you got chocolate and you want to throw cherry or strawberry flavor in it, you find a strawberry icing. Use your imagination, find a raspberry flavored icing, add it to chocolate, whatever, just use your imagination. But like I said, you see, like I do both mine together because I know my microwave. In my microwave, I can heat both containers up at 4.5 minutes. Like I said, everybody's microwave is different. So Be careful, because if you overheat it, it will explode all over your microwave. Trust me. Best thing to do if you don't know your microwave, do it for a minute at a time until you learn your microwave. How long it takes to heat one of these up to make it liquid. I've seen some microwaves do it in a minute, especially on commercial units. But yeah, a catering company taught me this trick because people thinking they were back there slaving away making all these homemade fudge, and that was it. That was the big secret and how they could get it out so fast and fresh. You know, because hell, they would make 4 or 5 of these and throw them in a big walk-in cooler. In an hour, they're ready. 30 minutes, they're ready. You know, or a big walk-in freezer, I should say. But yeah, that's how I make my fudge so fast. But like I said, you let that cool for 2 hours on the counter there, an hour in the fridge, or if you got a freezer and you got spot in it, throw it in there, an hour, you're done. You know, you just want to let that. I let it do it in more natural because to me it comes out better than forcing it to freeze. But that's how I make my peanut butter fudge and other fudges. So some of you may know, some of you may not. And if you don't, you do now. And for the ones that do know, keep your comments to yourself. I don't want to hear them. Y'all have a good day. And remember, redneck is a way of life. And remember also, as my buddy said, stay redneck.